Blue sky out there, but you can see the clouds in the distance as we're looking off to the east here in Fargo. And more of us in Minnesota are seeing a few of those puffy cumulus clouds this afternoon than those of us in North Dakota. Overhead here in Fargo, we're looking at just some clear sky, and it's really been a pleasant morning, and now into the afternoon we're going to keep that going for us here and keep those temperatures warming after what was a cool start. We're currently at 70 degrees in Fargo. We're at 70 in Grand Forks. In Jamestown, 71, and over to the east into the mid 60s, 64 in Baudette and in Bemidji currently. So again, a cooler day in place for us today. And here's a look at that radar and satellite map. Of course, nothing showing up on the radar, but you can see those clouds that have popped up here in our eastern viewing area. And we're going to put this into motion to show you that over the last few hours, they just kind of blossomed as we've had some heating going on. And that helps to sometimes have those fair weather cumulus clouds pop up. So there are places that are a little bit cloudier than others here today. Checking out your wind speeds, we're seeing winds that are light, a few of us into the teens out to the west, especially a gust to 16 in Cooperstown. And you see what's happening. We're starting to see that southeasterly turn in the wind, and that's a good sign for those who want things to warm up. It'll just be a little bit, but it will help us to warm up as we round out the work week. So here's a look at our planner for today. Again, expect to have a few more clouds over into the east, out to the west, lots of sun. Into the 5 o'clock hour, some of us staying in the 60s today, and that'll be more likely up in the northeast. Fargo, a high 75 degrees, Grand Forks 75, light wind, either easterly or southeasterly through the rest of the day. And then into tonight, with that wind getting a little stronger and also out of that generally warming direction, that should help to prevent our temperatures from dropping as much as they have the last couple of nights. So we're starting our night in the 50s and 60s, and then through the overnight hours, you can see our temperatures dipping more into the 50s. Can't rule out an upper 40 or 2 out east, but milder. We're looking at maybe about 10 degrees warmer to start off the day tomorrow, but with that comes this southeasterly wind. And this is as our next system is approaching. We're going to see that wind start to pick up, perhaps some more clouds out to the west during the day. Overall, though, most of us, I do think, will stay quiet during the day tomorrow. We've got lots of sun still around this time at the noon hour, breezy with that wind out of the south or southeast. And then as we head into the evening, we're warming up a little bit more. All of us into the 70s, some of us in the upper 70s, nearing 80 perhaps. And then you can see that chance for some storms just approaching the Devil's Lake around the 5 o'clock hour. But the system overall is going to be very slow to advance eastward, so it will take some time for us to see that chance for rain and thunder. It may not be until overnight in the night for Friday. You can see 10 o'clock, most of us not really seeing anything at that point in time. But the rain will come. And here's a look at our rainfall potential through the weekend. You can see I've gone through the weekend into Monday morning. Anywhere in yellow, that's an inch or more. That's potential. Not everybody will see this amount. Of course, scattered rain and thunder affects some and then misses others. And there may be a couple of pockets that get 2 inches or more of rain in some of those areas. So we really are looking at a good soaker for parts of the valley, a good portion of the valley, in fact, this weekend. And it continues into next week, that unsettled weather staying cool too. 70s for highs over the next 7 days.